Welcome back, everybody. We are in the final decider round of the Kenya National Schools Individual Chess Championship 2025. Other tournaments, other boards have started. The round ones are all being streamed live, and we will be here to show you all the games as they happen. My name is Dr. Victor Ngani. I am joined now by Jamie Kanago, one of the top players in Kenya. He has had 2 great sacrifices in 2 games back to back. Jamie, how has it been?
It's been a decent event. I wouldn't say it's been good since I drew my last game and I feel like I was winning. But yeah, hoping for the best in the last round.
You are winning, but it was a bit tricky to find in the final positions. But you had a couple of opportunities, went down to a rook ending, but through and through, for sure, you are winning. So what's the secret? You made some really tough, and maybe you can have a seat there so you can see you on camera. Yeah, just have a seat on you. So what's your secret? You had some pretty spectacular sacrifices back to back.
Tactics. Puzzles. That's like the only way I know you can.
Look, if you have not seen it, please watch the last stream, round number 7, yes. He had, he sacrificed a knight so that he could sacrifice a rook so that the opponent could resign, which was fantastic. And, you know, we looked at your game the previous day, and you sacrificed a piece for some crazy attack. Yeah. Some people thought it was a mistake. I know somebody posted on group that you were down a piece.
Yeah.
Were you down a piece or were you sacrificed?
I was actually down a piece.
What? It wasn't a real sacrifice?
No, it wasn't a sacrifice. I blundered that game.
You blundered?
Yeah. Then
you recovered in 2 moves?
Yeah.
Because the computer says the move after is evens, and you're not even much worse actually. Anyway, that's Jamie Obora, ladies and gentlemen. Let's catch up with him after. One of Kenya's top players. All the best, sir. So that's me, Victor Ngani. We are planning to stream the next event live starting in about 5 minutes. We'll be joined by an interesting commentator, Mr. Gidinji Hinga. So stay on, don't go away. Guys, I'm coming round. So even before I proceed, as we wait for the games to start, I want to show you some of the very interesting matchups that we have today. One of those key matchups is one of our strongest categories, the under 15 girls. Competitive, and our participants are these 2 wonderful ladies, and here they are. With me are, this is, if you don't know the names here, you really need to pay a fine. This is Elizabeth Cassidy, plays for KCB. Elizabeth, how are you? You may have to pick the mic. How is the tournament so far?
It's very rough.
You're okay. We don't want to interrupt you as you prepare for your last game. I know it's a critical one. So just a quick comment as well. And our opponent is Shukri Shakira. Also, Shukri is on maximum points right now. That's correct? Yeah, okay. So Shukri, have you ever won any of these events? Champion?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
So these are some of our top players playing to a top board, under 15 girls. Thank you so much. Thank you. Once again, I'll show you now the other competitive category we have. This is our girls in under 13 ladies, right? Charlene, what category are you playing?
Under 13 girls.
Under 13 girls. And her opponent today, the incredible sister to Kyle Kuka, strong player by her own right, Riziki Kuka. Riziki, how are you? Say hi to the guys.
Hi.
How many points you have?
I have maximum.
Maximum points. What about you, Charlene?
I have 8 points.
8 points. That's 8 out of 8. So the winner of this round decides the winner of the tournament. Either one of these 2 players could be a champion. Very, very strong players. Charlene, have you ever won any of these events before?
No.
Riziki, have you won any of these events before?
Yes.
Okay,
once.
so it would be a first time for Charlene or as a repeat time for Riziki. Either one of these girls would make Kenya proud. All the best ladies. So we are covering all the top boards. Ooh, an interesting matchup right here. Ladies, this is under 17 category. Under 17, the ladies are sitting here right now, and I would like to ask them. One of these ladies is very interesting. Let's first start with, please introduce yourself.
My name is Angel Kagambi.
Angel Kagambi on maximum points.
Yeah.
Good job. We just watched her game last, and your opponent is?
My name is Mary Agnes.
Say it again.
Mary Agnes.
Mary Alice.
Agnes.
Sorry?
Agnes.
Mary Agnes, yes.
Yeah.
Mary Agnes is the daughter to the person behind a lot of the improvement in chess. Am I right? Who's your dad? Go ahead and say it.
His name
Yeah.
his name is Solomon.
Solomon.
Yeah.
Okay. All the best. Thank you very much, everybody. Let us wait to see how the games go. We don't want to interrupt you as you plan for your next round, but these are some of our top players. Are you playing there? Wow, so we have to see this wonderful champion. We have a new category that's being brought on. This is under 11 girls. Under 11 girls? Under 11 girls. Please introduce yourself right now, then we can proceed from here.
My name is Raleigh Matingi, and I have 7.5 points.
The opponent has how many points?
8.
8 points.
Yeah.
Riley has represented Kenya in a couple of events. So Riley is going to be playing under 11 girls, final round. This is the decider round, ladies and gentlemen. Kenya National Schools Individual Chess Championship. Thank you, Riley. We give you some time to get it done. We'll be bringing this to you guys live to the best that we can on Raising Chess Champions in Africa. That's our YouTube channel. Please go in, follow. What's your name, sir?
My name is Daniel Baraka.
Daniel Baraka Simiyu.
Yeah,
You had a draw the last round against Jamie Obora.
yeah.
How did that feel? Because it looked like you're losing at some point.
Yeah, I also felt it, but you have to push on so that you
From which school? From which school?
get Mboni Boys High School.
All the best. Congratulations. What about you, sir?
My name is Madenge Gishuga.
Madenge Gishui?
Gishuga.
Gishuhi?
Gishuga.
Gishuna?
Gishuga.
Gishuga?
Yeah.
And you're playing against?
Jamie Obor.
Jamie Obora.
Yeah.
So we are playing under 17 both boards?
Yeah.
Okay. All the best. All the best. How many points you have?
7.5.
7.5. You've not lost a single game. The round of the unbeaten. So there are 4 people unbeaten in this category. Very, very strong players. Kenya's future is bright. If you saw the games that were played, all players in this round have played a good job. So let's see how it goes. We'll be keeping track, and we'll be back in a short while. So you lose feed for a few minutes. Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. You lose video feed, but please don't go away. It's because we have temporarily just turned off the camera for a few seconds. We need to do that for something very specific. But please don't go away. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, so confirming that our audio is back, it is, and we're about to start. And we have a ceremonial first move that is going to be made by two very strong players.
Yeah, he makes returns, then you make returns. Just need to capture the photo. So to signal the start of the final round, we are going to have two ceremonial moves. As a binding affair that the tournament has been successful, we request the Vice President of the Kenyan Federation will make the first move for white, the ceremonial move, then we'll retract the move, then we'll have the CEO of Terian Chess Academy will also make the ceremonial move for black, and then we retract the move. Yes. Oh. Andy, yes.
For a picture, please. Picture, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Brian, go ahead. Yeah.
Just look. Thank you.
The picture, Brian. Ceremonial first move being made by Andrew Willie, Vice Chair of Chess Kenya, and the CEO of Terian Chess Africa, Mr. Brian Kidula. On board number one for the under 15 girls. Under 15 girls, board number one has two very strong players. This is one of the toughest categories. White is Elizabeth Cassidy and black is Shukri Shakira. We'll see whether they've taken back the moves. They have taken back the moves. So we could expect the same moves or different moves. Ladies and gentlemen.
Clocks run for 1 hour, 30 minutes per player. The clocks may begin.
An issue with the clock on board one. It's now fine. The games can begin. Having a handshake from two friends, but tough competitors over the board. Cassidy and Shukri. Next to them, Jadon Simiyu versus Christian Momba, under 15 open. The under 15 categories, both ladies and open. These are two of the toughest categories. Any chess player in Kenya would struggle to be on the top board in these categories. Today we'll have the privilege of having one of Kenya's chess greats, former chairman Gidinji Hinga, taking us through commentary. So don't go away, stay with us. Gidinji will be joining us shortly. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, we'll have Gidinji with us. So stay on for that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final round of the Kenya National Schools Individual Chess Championship 2025. We've just witnessed ceremonial first move being played by Andrew Willie, Vice Chair Chess Kenya, and Mr. Brian Kidula, local Grandmaster. He is only Grandmaster in Kenya if we give local titles, which we do. And he is also the CEO and founder of Terian Chess Africa. And Mr. Kidula will also be joining us in this stream. So will Joseph Methu. So we'll be having quite a number of people joining us in this stream. And Brian Kidula, Joseph Methu, Kibinji, Hinga, all these guys are going to be joining us on stream. We're expecting Bran Kidula, who just made the ceremonial move, Joseph Methu, Kibinji, Hinga, all these guys are joining us on stream in the next few minutes. So don't go away. They will be commentating live this event. Even though Bran Kidula was indicating that he may be in a hurry, I know he was signaling me, but we will not allow him. He cannot leave without commentating. So we really expect Bran Kidula to come in. He is the chief commentator. He must say something 2 minutes. Mr. Kidula. So he is sitting next to me. You cannot see him yet because I haven't set it in a way that he can see us yet, but Mr. Kidula is right here next to us. As I prepare one, Mr. Kidula, welcome to this event.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ngani. Good work with the stream. I've been following some games and some commentary, and you have been rectifying things as people tell you what is not going right. And some good games being played, and I had mate also commentating, and you guys are doing a good job. I am here visiting, and we look forward to having these games being broadcast most of the time live by Rising Chess Champions in Africa, and Telo and Ariela. They're always doing nice stuff. I like watching your daughters, by the way, yeah?
Yes, and they love playing with you, Uncle Bran.
But we haven't played in a long time. We should make that happen. So seeing the finals taking place right now, I can see there a lot of intensity and concentration among the players, looking very focused even when you're making the ceremonial moves. I think they must have wondered D4, knight F6, what this guy is trying to show us. You want to fight? Maybe she went for D5. I'm not very sure about that.
In fact, we'll come and check shortly whether they took back. But these players are fighting players, and often they play E4, C5. Those are the kinds of moves we see nowadays. But that is not the reason why you're sitting here, Mr. Brand. Chess in Kenya has come a long way.
Yes.
What's your view? Where are we as, what's the difference between chess now and chess 5, just 5 years ago comparatively?
Well, I must commend the current administration and previous administrations. They have just built up on what the others founded. And of course, a lot of challenges here and there, but they have weathered the storms and been focused and been resilient and just bouncing back from any setback. They have seen the growth of chess. Right now, seeing over 7,000 kids assembled in one place to play chess is amazing. It's not something that we can take for granted. I can imagine them time taken to organize, to plan, to send out invitations, to make sure everybody is comfortable. And though there's some challenges, of course, here and there is expected when you're dealing with such a large crowd. But overall, I can say this is well done, and I really want to give shout out to Chess Kenya under the stewardship of the president, Mr. Bernard Wanjala, and the team.
Yourself, you've done quite a lot. You should be giving thanks to yourself, but you cannot do that. It will be my responsibility. You founded the first FIDE recognized academy in Kenya, Tyrian Chess Africa. Tell us a bit about this. Where is Tyrian now? How can we reach you? If you want to have our children trained, I get all these comments all the time. I'm not able to train, but you are. What are we able to do? Tell us about Tyrian, what we can do Tyrian-wise.
We have been quiet for the past 2.5 years, like so, basically because we used to be Tyrian Chess Academy from 2014 to 2022 when we started thinking about rebranding. So we went on the law, and we actually now transformed to a limited company guaranteed by shares bought in new directors. So in the second half of this year, you'll be seen as being back doing what we love doing, maybe host one event or two. And more so, but the training arm has continued to function. And we have been doing that in schools, private tuition, and also some few guys in the corporate world have approached to just learn chess because they believe it's a game that can help them understand their bottom line also in strategy.
Indeed, Brand, the last question, we want to see whether the move you played was played or not, they played E4.
All right, as you say, these people are very adventurous. The Rui Lopez, the Spanish opening rather, they're not like us old dogs who want to go for quiet systems, sometimes get aggressive later on. They want to start it from the beginning and just do what they want to do straight away. I think if I was white and you played for me that bishop c5, I'll be a bit wondering, you want to kill me, I'll go for, definitely I'll play c3.
Yeah, but I'm wondering whether this works. This center counter trip, I don't think it works here. There must be a reason why it doesn't. But does it not just, is there?
Yeah, that's a common gambit, but I mean, you just win back your piece with some simplification.
But in this situation, then are you not saying, oh, there's a problem, isn't there? Or this is hanging, so you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. That is hanging.
But a serious threat now. The threat is basically C5 followed by C4. All right, Mr. Kidula, I really, really appreciate it. It's always good for you to have you around. Good things you've done for Kenyan chess. What we are seeing today, 7,000 plus children. Can you believe it?
Brilliant.
This is coming to fruition what you've dreamt?
Yes, we have dreamt about this for a long time. Okay. And just being here in person to witness that is very emotional.
Okay.
Yes.
All the best, sir. Say hi to Terry.
I'll do that.
Asante sana.
Cheers.
All the best. That is Mr. Brand Kidula, CEO and founder of Kenyan Chess Africa. Please find them online. You want your child training chess, that's one of the guys. He's a local grandmaster because we do give local titles, but in addition to local titles, then we have to find situations where the players are, just doing their best. So in this situation, we'll be expecting Gibinji Hinga shortly. Gibinji Hinga is coming in about 5 minutes. Maybe Mr. Gibinji could even be on his way to join us. I know he can see us. Then he'll be joining us very shortly. We've not had a chance, ladies and gentlemen, to run through the entire event and see. This is not just a tournament of the first boards. There are many other people playing here as well. So what we are going to do very quickly, as Mr. Gibinji Hinga comes in, we will have to run through all the departments. We'll go through a number of, not departments, I speak as if I'm in a hospital. We'll go through all the other categories, look at all the other, what can I say, pairings, so that we have an idea of where our other players are. Because this tournament, ladies and gentlemen, has over 7,000 children. We're just seeing the top boards, under 11, under 12, board one in each category, but there are an additional 7,000 plus children playing out there. So we want to have a look at this and just see where the other categories are. We'll take a very quick run through chess results. We'll start with under 7 girls. Under 7 girls, as after round 8, the person who is, and Mr. Gibinji is here actually. Gibinji, please join us. Karibu sana, and feel free to comment.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Mr. Gibinji is one of Kenya's chess greats. If we were to have a championship for, I have my microphone, yes. If we were to have a microphone for, not microphone, but a championship for fast chess, blitz or bullet, I don't know whether anybody will be able to beat you, Mr. Gibinji. Is there any possibility?
I am now a notch lower. There's a big crop of new players who are very strong. One that comes to mind is Mr. Ezekiel Karani. Again, he's a beast. He has adopted me in a couple of events. So probably, now it's a good thing to have new players coming up and
is it a true adoption?
True adoption. We played like 5 blitz tournaments, and I've not scored a single point from him out of 5 games.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
That is
and he's won a tournament unbeaten. He's really good. I think he's in the top tier. And in the top tier, we have, sorry, I'm digressing, but we have Joseph Methu, himself, and maybe Panchol. Those 3.
So you're actually not digressing because this is a classical tournament, and a lot of the things people want to hear is what's going on in chess. So basically, those stories will be very interesting. I know you'll be taking over the stream and the commentary work for the next week. Thank you so much for making time. You're a very busy gentleman. We speak about access to chess in Kenya.
Yes.
Your company has been critical in that because I think you've single-handedly ensured that there's a chessboard. Okay, not single-handedly, of course, with chess and other people.
Yes.
But without your company, half the children with chessboards in Kenya today wouldn't have chessboards. Tell us a bit about this.
Wow. Well, we are very privileged because for chess to it's like a newspaper. If you want people to read, you need newspapers. If you want people to play chess, you need chess sets and other things. So yes, we are more than happy to supply and make them accessible. When we came to the market, they were very expensive, so we tried to make it more accessible and more affordable.
It's easy to forget that, but I remember that almost 10 years ago, getting a real life-size chessboard was almost 2,500 shillings or something of that nature.
Even more.
Probably even more.
If you will get it.
And now everything has become more expensive.
Yes.
Yet you've brought down the cost of chessboards now to what? Is it 1,000, 1,200, 1,500?
1,000 for the tournament standard.
1,000 shillings.
Yes, and with numbers now that we are scaling up, I'm sure we can even take it lower.
Sorry, this is not what it was about, guys. It's not a planned plug or anything. It's just that it's such a, you may take it for granted.
Yes.
But the ability, now we can get chessboards and send, to different people. And you can actually sponsor a school and send 3 chessboards, and you don't have to break the bank.
Yeah.
And you don't have to break the bank.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, so it's quite interesting.
Yeah, so G, hold on to whichever thoughts. But how do we get you? How do we get, if you want a chessboard now? If you have a child who wants a chessboard, how do we get to get a chessboard, G?
We can call us. We're on phone, and we're on Facebook, Twitter. But on phone is fastest. 0722 150 288. 0722 150 288.
That's a gentleman right there. Very few of us would give our phone numbers live on stream, but that's a proper gentleman right there. So allow us very briefly, guys, because we want to take a run through the different categories. On this one, people will only get to see the top boards, but what you also want to do is just take some time and go through all the main boards. And I don't know whether you know all these young juniors who are playing now.
Most. Yeah.
Under 7 girls category, as of round 8, Amini Muhani, Alia Yasmin, and Zawadi Zoe. I'm not surprised here, ladies and gentlemen. My own daughter Relatel was in this category, and these 3 have been the monsters. I'm sure there are other big names down, but I'm not surprised at all to see Amini Muhani, Alia Yasmin, and Zawadi Zoe at this level. Do you know any of these children?
Jasmine. Jasmine she's a previous winner. Yeah.
And they're actually 6 years old, these 3. I think
amazing.
Amini Muhani and Zoe Zawadi have been playing chess for a year.
Oh, wow, amazing.
But their chess is fantastic. I have them on stream. You can actually find some of their games on this channel if you look. And the final round pairing has Zawadi Zoe versus Alia Yasmin.
Nice.
Amini and Alia drew.
Okay.
And this particular game, I'm not sure who Zoe lost to, but it's quite likely Amini Muhani, if I could hazard a guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next category you want to look at is under 7 open.
Yes.
These children are 5, 6. Generally, this is the situation. As of round 8, we had leading the pack was Karugo Timothy Maina versus Hitansh Galaya. Karugo Maina with 7.5. Then 5 players with 7 points. Hitansh Galaya, Kiptum Kipruto, Mark Princely, Ella Wegesa, Jerome Dirick, and then a couple of players, 3 players on 6.5, Antoine Jason, Leshan Wanikina, and Samuel Victor. If you go to the under 9 girls...
I understand Karugo Timothy has already won his game.
Karugo Timothy has already won his game?
Yeah, he's won his game.
This is
8.5. That's a new champ.
That's our new champion?
Yeah.
Congratulations to a new champion under 7 open, the gentleman who has won his game. This is...
I remember passing by his very nervous father. Yeah,
but he has won his game.
He has won his game, 8.5
just
points.
Just a draw to tie and a win to win, and he has won.
Yeah,
this
so it's
must
clear.
be his first championship.
Yeah, it must be his first, and he's really...
over the moon.
Over the moon, and he's really had very rapid improvement. He's a study. He's very rapid improvement.
That's
and
amazing.
the dad has a lot to do with that.
Congratulations, Baba Karugo.
And of course his family.
And the family, but of course, there has to be someone who sacrifices. It's not easy to be a chess parent. So behind this kind of success, the parents who are committed. Shout out to all the chess parents. All the chess parents, ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. Many of them have taken 3 days off to be here today. Under 9 girls, as of round 8, we had 2 players on maximum points. This is Naomi Nandi Wamwenje and Mali Mugo. And then we had 7 or so players with 7 points. In one of the games and lost to Mali Mugo, 6.5, Merin Jerry, Delphine Nerea, Emma Blessing, Brittany Bosibori. Gidinji, there are more than 7,000 children playing in this event.
Yes.
What's your thoughts?
It's like a dream come true because the game, if you look back, the last maybe 10 years, even even longer than 10 years. The chess cape was very barren. We didn't have this. We couldn't even dream of even 1,000 players. We used to call for a tournament, get like 100 players, 200 players. Yeah. And for the schools to embrace the game, for the parents, it's like a concerted effort, and the federation doing an outstanding job with all hands on deck, as they normally say. This is the result of that. Yes, we have. It's just outstanding. It couldn't be happier. And onward. Next, let's make it 10,000. Then next, we make it 100,000. Within no time, all these kids and you see they're starting young. They're starting young, and the competition is fierce. And with that, it means down the line, a few years from now, you will see the results. We'll get our masters and grandmasters. Yeah, it's now within sight.
Sorry, I realized that I need to keep a certain, I know how Telo plays. She's very good. Actually, she crushed me recently. Maybe I'll even play it on stream.
Yeah, the national champion. Yeah, Are you sure it was not Daddy?
No. I'll show you actually. I'll show it on stream because I took, it was a bit lopsided because I had 1 minute.
Yes.
10.
Yes.
But I didn't lose on time, G.
She outmaneuvered you.
She crushed me. You know, I believe strongly in training children, opening lines. That they know.
Yes.
She's understood some of the lines. So I took
amazing.
One that I knew wasn't best for black, but she's 7.
She punished it.
7
amazing.
I'll recover. And
amazing.
She really punished me.
I've also got a loss to Naomi Wamwenje.
Look, so the point I was making here is this.
Yes.
I know how Telo plays.
Yes.
Yet in this category, she is currently number 11.
Yes.
Meaning that with the way she plays, the 11 other children who are also in a place, 10 other children who are in a place where they could be ahead of her in a tournament. Yeah. And that is fantastic.
It's amazing.
The world doesn't know what's coming the way.
This is a force. It's a tsunami. It's coming.
So
the earthquake has happened. Now the water is rushing to to us.
The world better beware. I think
they better beware.
It's coming. Actually, in Serbia recently, there was that time when Kenya would send teams out.
Yes.
And we'd only have maybe 1 point, 2 points after 9 rounds. In Serbia, we had players in the top half of the board.
Exactly.
And they haven't seen anything yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
And then girls, Mali Mugo versus Nami Mwenje, the winner of that game wins the tournament.
Becomes the champion.
Then Shanice Ngoni will run through very quickly because you have to get to some games.
Yeah.
And then open, I'm expecting to see someone like Makaswan somewhere here. Let's see at board number 8.
Yes.
She doesn't look very happy. No, she's pranking me.
She's pranked you.
That's my daughter who has won the game now, 7.5. Good.
Well done, well done.
Then no, you don't move. At top board 8 out of 8, Shah, Danish, Jegar, and Andy Zen Wright. Shah, I'm not well versed with the name, but Andy Zen is a household name.
Amazing.
Congrats to them.
And their school is very serious. This Mirama school, they have a in-school. It's like a subject. Chess is like there's a lesson for chess, so the whole school plays chess.
Really?
Yeah.
You are kidding me.
Yeah. So that's the dream for now, to embrace it, to become a part of the school day. You have math, then you have chess lesson.
Yeah. Wow.
That is, a couple of schools embraced it some time back, and I can tell you a couple of them, the champions, the guys who are sitting up here, are products of such kind of school system, school-wide.
Please chess. It's important to give shout-outs to schools that have embraced chess. There are actually countries where chess is mandatory.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there are still schools in this country where they think chess is
karate.
or let's call it draft fast, but a waste of time. Hobby is fine. Hobby is okay. But I think chess is like a waste of time.
Yeah, it's quite ironic because it's quite the contrary. Chess actually assists the kids to be school ready because it teaches you the attributes of a good learner, a patient one, an accurate one, a thinking one. So chess is a tool. It's a tool for education. And those schools, it's no surprise that you have so many countries, maybe over 30, who have chess as part of their curriculum. So I guess I'll move this way. Yeah. Oh, so I move this way?
Yeah, just sorry guys, you cannot see what we are doing, but I'm arranging something because
So,
I think it's
here.
unfair. Just stand up a little bit, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry about it. There we go. That's it.
There you go.
I'm arranging something because I think it's unfair to you and to G that he's saying all these wonderful things and you cannot see him. So I want to make it such that
it's mirrored.
you can see him. Right now they are watching the main board there.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Actually, maybe we can move to this side.
We move the seat?
Yeah, just sit right there.
That's good.
Then we'll just turn this around a little bit like this.
Oh, technology.
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm hoping that when we make the switch, you can be able to see Jay telling us all these wonderful things that he's telling us about chess, and we are going to do that just now. We're going to continue a little bit and look at some of the key, matchups. Under 11 girls, another strong category.
Oh,
and
nice.
you've seen a name there that you all know.
Yeah.
We're expecting Winnie Kaburo to be somewhere up there.
Yes.
But of course, it's very competitive.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Riley Matingi with 7.5, Prudence Mumbi, 8 out of 8.
Interesting.
Gishuga,
Very nice.
Wanjiru Wanjiku.
Yeah.
And
This is
Gishuga,
another school, KBA, that also does serious chess.
I'm just
Entire school.
wondering whether this Gishuga Wanjiku is a sister to Gishuga playing under 17 Open also on 7.5, which would be fantastic, like a siblings being on full.
Amazing.
Yeah. Then Taji Muyanze, Kim Vivika, Riley Matingi, Gishuga Wanjiru, Taji Muyanze. These are on 7.5 unbeaten. Then we have on 7 Kim Vivika, Britaliza Amanda, Kamoni Elsie Wamboi, Kaburo Winnie, Salma Mwende, quite a number of people, Cherish Ada, Blessed Nelima, Ariana Gidongori, Tatiana Karue, Delvin Achieng, and Shelmith Kamau Wanjiku, all on 7.
And notice that they're rated. There are some that are rated 1600. 1600 is strong.
Wow. Kamoni
good.
Elsie and Kaburo Winnie rated 1664.
Yes.
And this
they
is
are
quite something. They're below Prudence Mumbi and team.
Yes,
I have a
yes.
feeling we'll get a couple of people with new ratings now.
Exactly.
If they've gotten any points. So what's the pairing now? Let's see. This pairing, Riley Matingi versus Prudence Mumbi, Gishuga Wanjiru versus Taji Muyanze.
So board 1 and 2 produce you the winners.
Definitely.
The winner, the champion.
Yeah.
And if Prudence, all she needs, if she can win that game, she's an outright champion.
Yeah.
However, if that game ends in a draw, then she may be caught up by the board twos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on. Under 11 girls, we're expecting to see Winnie Kaburo's brother here.
Yes.
And this is a tough one as well.
Look at that rating. Isn't that beautiful? I think I'm almost the same rating as he.
Well,
it's been that bad.
I was mentioning this in chat a few minutes ago, and let me just confirm that we have sound, because we may be speaking to ourselves, G,
Yeah,
which
guys,
can be a big
tell
disservice.
us if you can hear us.
Yeah, it would be a big disservice, really. Let's just see if people can hear us. Men, they actually can't hear us. There's no sound.
No?
There's no sound. How come
We
there's no
dropped
sound?
some gems.
There's
Now that
no
they
sound.
didn't hear us, maybe we dropped gems or we dropped
What I mean, wait a
the
minute.
opposite.
What?
Shall I monitor it on my phone?
Yeah, please. I have no idea why we don't have sound.
Yeah.
Let me just. Tello, please have a seat somewhere.
And congrats to your game. Well played.
Wait a minute. Sound is back? Okay, so we are told sound is back. Thank you very much. So
what, what didn't they hear? Now that's the mystery.
They aren't telling us, when you're telling us the history of your white hair, I don't think they had that.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us.
The rice on my head. That's what my toy thinks.
That's one they,
and
we
always
can
prank
leave.
her. I put rice on it and put it in a sufuria.
Okay. The reason why, but how come we can't hear it? When you sing the sound, oh, it's here.
Yeah. Oh, you're monitoring?
Yeah. Good,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice. So look at this. Look at this. We have, this is under 11.
This is under 11, yes.
17, almost 1800 rated.
1800 rated, and I think, and like 7 players are rated. Oh, not 7, they're more, but they're further.
It's just that they're further down. And then they're in the sandwiching unrated players who are playing at their level.
And they're gonna get ratings now. So this is fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm looking at
exciting.
this junior here, Serena Elvis Mugilwa, unbeaten. This is a very strong player. I've known him for about a couple of years now.
Nice.
So really some good games coming out of this situation. What's the pairing? We are looking at Manyeki Nathaniel versus Muli Faraja. This is a tough one. Both of these are very strong players.
The outcome of that, if it comes out as a draw, then they'll be caught up by the boards 2, 3, and 4. But the outright winner, will be the outright winner of the tournament. So that'll be interesting.
Absolutely. Under 13 girls, let's have a look. Please, and by the way, please put a comment on chat. We'll probably get to see it in a short while when we make a transition. And under 13 girls, another strong category. I'm seeing names like Kuka Riziki, Onyango Shalin Gadoni, unbeaten. Then on 7 points, Makanga Annabelle, Wamboi Zipora, Obonyo Abigail, Jilana Angel Mudoni, Yasmin Akinyi, Atara Wright, Skylar Amor. Very, very strong.
Amazing.
And the pairing for this.
I just love to see the ratings. This is so nice. Oh, this is amazing. I think these kids are going to give even our national team. They're breaking in.
All these guys
they're blowing that door. They're going to get into the team.
There are those who think, how long? How long before we don't stand a chance, Jay?
Me already don't stand a chance. I tried even to play national, so I don't have a chance.
Let's use Mehul as a SI unit. How long before Mehul doesn't stand a chance?
Mehul is an artist. He's a all-weather player. So when it comes to nationals qualifiers, I see him still giving these guys a run for their money. By the time they outdo Mehul, it'll take a while.
Give me how long?
Okay, well, Makligeo is a product of this, and he's the
so let's remove Makligeo and let's remove Makligeo because he's already in. So who?
Maybe another 2 years.
2 years. Yeah. I want to bet you one.
One.
Yes.
So what do you want? What is the bet? Like
1,000
maximum? No.
The bet is this. So I'm saying that in
let's
the next.
Let's do this. Let's be clear. What is it? Like the team.
So in the next 1 year, there'll be 5 players. Who are juniors above Mehul. I think that's a fair rating. Rated above.
Oh, rating? Yeah. Rating wise? More than 5.
More than 5.
But I'm talking about national team. National team. No, he's a
singer of this generation.
He knows how to qualify. He's a very tough player. I give him a lot of
he's
respect.
A tough player. He's a tough player.
And to leapfrog him, it'll take, I think, 2 years.
Okay, we really need to get back to the games as well. This pairing, again, the most important one you're looking at is
Kuka and Shalin.
And they are now board 1. We'll actually see the game live just now.
Yes.
Under 13 open.
Okay.
We have I see Simiyu
Interesting.
Jedon.
Look at that rating.
1893.
Wow, it's fantastic.
Simiyu is going to be top Kenya number one within that by the end of this year. That much that unless another youngster comes in. I know his work ethic. I know his support from his father, Mr. Simiyu, the lawyer, and and I can bet you he's probably at the top. He's at the top.
Yes.
Unbeaten. But his category is not easy.
This is exciting. This is a 13-year-old who's 19. So he'll be like 14 at 2000 rated. That will be very interesting.
He'll be 14 at 2200, boss. 2200.
He'll be 2200.
2223.
He's how old now?
I think he's 13 now.
Are you saying it's going to take him 2 years to get to jump to 2200?
No, he's going to take, I think he's 13. So in 1 year, he'll be 2200 plus. That's my bet. Maybe 23.
What class is he in? Is he in
I know he's 13 this year. I know he's turning 13 this year because there was a big question around it when he went to play in Russia. They were playing the Intellect Academy. And the structure of that tournament was that the top player in every country would play a simul against the other four. And he won 8 out of 9 of those simuls. And many of them was 4-0s. And they even questioned his age because of it. So we had to confirm his age, which we did. And by the time he turns 14, he's going to be 2300.
I wish him that. I wish him that. That is a lot of points. How many?
He is playing.
Are you saying his playing strength is already 2200?
I think his playing strength is over 2000.
There are two things. There is the rating that is like the badge that you're wearing. That's the number, but there's your playing strength.
Yes,
so
I'm saying he's definitely today.
Yes,
he's underrated.
He's underrated.
Today is underrated.
Wow, I'm so excited.
And he's rated 1893. So give him a few. Today is already unbeaten.
I've always told him I want to play against him just to feel the strength. So this is a shout out
before you, he has to play Christian Mugabe Mwamba, also unbeaten. So let them play that out. And
quite interesting.
Jeshurun Oluchiri, 7. Gasheru Francis, Waweru Davidson Mugo, Prince Isaac Munywa, all these guys are on 7.5. Jeshurun is on 7.
Yes.
Vincent David Praise, Arnold Gidaiga, Nyakundi Wesley, Osidiana Eli, very strong young man, Curtis Ruben Thuo, Lubange Kwame, quite a number of guys on 7. We can't read all your names, guys. You just scroll down. Very, very many strong players.
It's amazing.
Top pairing, we are looking at Simiyu versus Mugambi. We'll see that game live in the next few.
Okay.
Then we want to go on to under 15 girls.
Yes.
Another interesting, highly competitive, highly competitive category. After 8 rounds.
Just look at those ratings. It's mouth water.
Look at the ratings. Shukri Shakira.
Wow.
Elizabeth Cassidy, 1800.
Shukri is unbeaten. She's a whole clear point ahead of the field. Amazing.
Kaloki Zuri, the pre-tournament favorite on 7, lost to Fantalis Nduta. Ariane Hera, my daughter, is at 4. Though she's missed a year and a half of chess, she's just come back and she hasn't practiced. So I'm very proud of her performance.
Amazing.
I have to mention that to you, young lady. I'm proud of what you've done.
Very good.
Then Hope Cairo. Bella Nashipai, very, very strong work ethic.
Very strong.
Stacy Karue. Pamela Kosala. Genevieve Mashao. Nicole Kumu. Martha Teresa. All these guys on 7. And then a couple of people on 6.5. The top the pairings for the day, we are looking at Cassidy versus Shukri. This is a decider.
That's a cracker.
That's a cracker. But if Shukri were to lose to Cassidy, then
it opens up with the whole field.
It opens up.
What's the tiebreak? Just remind me.
So I haven't actually checked that actually. Maybe we can find it.
Or is it like, do you do a playoff for the champion if you tie on points?
So I really have to bring in
an arbiter.
The arbiter, one of the twins. I hope he can join us here and tell us how.
Arbiter, please come. Be summoned. Summoned.
Please call for me. The gentleman in specs. Look for the big guy who looks like he's a boss right there. The far end. He's wearing specs at the far end. Looks like a big guy. That's the guy we're looking for.
Yeah, it's good to know how the tiebreak works.
Yes.
And this tiebreak is normally a mystery to most, especially these
kinds of events.
Yeah. In all tournaments that we've organized, there's always, you guys, the computer, you added points for my opponent, you have tied on points, but they're ahead. So there's, they look at it like there's something.
Can you believe Kyle Cook rated 1893? He has lost, I think, around 50 rating points. This is having lost rating points or something.
Wow.
Would be 19, almost 2000. Another very strong player playing for Equity Chess Club in Strathmore School.
Amazing.
But right now, unbeaten is a name I'm not familiar with, but rated clearly a strong player, Gianni Tully, followed by Wayne John Jarumi, then Kuka Kyle, and John Chege.
1677.
So Gianni Tully on 8 out of 8. Unbeaten is Kyle, Joe Hoodry with Kuka Kyle, and then John Chege. Then we have quite a number of players on 7. Guys, you are many, you will not read all the names, but there's a very big set of players at that level. Let's see. We are on Wayne Joe versus Gianni Tully, Kuka Kyle versus John Chege. We see how that goes.
Interesting.
Then under 17 categories.
No, I can't wait to see how they're playing. It's amazing.
I'm trying to rush us through so we get to the games actually. This is where I'm running through this. Kagambi Angel, the overwhelming favorite in this category. But
look at that.
Gee, something very interesting.
Yeah.
Just look at those names. Tell me what strikes you.
What strikes me?
Something should strike you. Look at the top 5 names.
Yes.
What strikes you? It's a trivia question. I'll give you a lollipop.
I don't know what to jump.
Look at the Candy Bunny Swamboi.
Yes.
And Mackenzie Chanel.
Yes.
They are playing under 17.
Oh yeah,
but
by the way, they are younger.
Should be
they are
under
like
15.
Yeah.
And they're the top of the board, having lost just one game. Amazing play. But Kagambi Angel on 8 out of 8. Agnes Mary on 7.5. They are playing together. Whoever wins is the champion in this category.
Oh, nice.
And then a couple of players on 7.
So they've gone up the level so that they can get more competition.
They've gone up one.
That is a good
it's not
strategy.
clear whether it's more competition because the category under 15, that's nasty, man. That's Shukri Shakira, Cassidy, Fantalis, that Ariane Hera. This is under 15 is. If you add Mackenzie Chanel and you add Ikandi Banis, Yvonne Mwashe, all those guys, that category is hands down the toughest category amongst ladies.
Interesting.
That's under 15 girls. This is by far the toughest. But in this case, we do have Erika Muturi versus Ibrahim Zena, very strong players as well. Angela Mumbi versus Mutful Cherry, Diana Makomi versus Mwashe Yvonne, Elsie Mwila versus Mackenzie Chanel, and Shalom Jepkosgei versus Ikandi Banis. Patricia Nafun also has 7, but playing Daisy Wamboi, who is on 6.5. Nice. The under 17 open, the last group we are looking at before we go to the games. We have, after 8 games, Orlando Paul Jr. is on 8 out of 8. Then Simiyu Jadon Baraka is on 7.5, Kamoni Elvin 7.5. Is this under 15?
Future is
under
great.
17.
Even I think I'm losing a bet. I'm just looking at how these kids are rated. Amazing. Look at Jamie.
Kamoni
1930. And he's...
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's great.
Kamoni Elvin on 7.5 out of 8. So we have Paul Orlando Jr. on 8 out of 8. Simiyu Baraka, Kamoni Elvin, Jamie Obora, Madengi Gichuga, unbeaten. Wow. So let's see what the final pairing is. Paul Orlando versus Simiyu Baraka, Jamie Obora versus Madenge Gishuga, and Kamoni Elvin versus Rishi Travant.
So, but 1, 2, 3, everyone with 7.5 has a shot
at winning, yes.
At winning the tournament.
Yes, absolutely. Actually,
and it's all in Paul Orlando's hands.
Yes.
If he wins this game,
he's won.
He's outright, and that's maximum points.
And look at Jamie's rating, 1930. He's almost catching up to me. And I think he'll probably beat me after this. Let's have a look at his rating points. What has he gained? Oh, he's lost
4.
So it's by a single draw. Interesting. Okay. So, guys, we've taken a bit of time. The reason for that is very simple. We wanted to just pay due credit to everybody else who's also playing in this event. And it's super important for us to acknowledge that we have very many players. The players are actually 7,000 plus players, but now we also have to take a look at the games right now. So this is where we are privileged to have one very important gentleman in studio. This one person is Mr. Gibinji Hinga himself, and what we are hoping to do is to get a run through to the games. Now, since G is here, I have to step out and just allow G to take us through the games. We see how the games are going.
Okay.
Mr. G?
You're stepping out? Okay.
I'm stepping out, yes.
So okay. So let me know what I could do.
Yeah, so that's what the people are seeing. I
Okay.
just remove that all the way.
Okay.
And this is the analysis board.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Perfect. So they'll see this board.
What they're seeing is this, and whatever you make here, they'll be able to see it.
Okay, fine.
But this is what they're seeing right now. Yeah. So
Okay, great.
everything you do on the board,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see it here.
Okay, fine. Let me see. May I use this mouse?
No, that one may not work because of something else. Guys, now you're telling our secrets out. I just want to
Sorry about that.
double check and see how G looks on camera right now. Then we can proceed.
Yeah.
But essentially, we should be fine.
Okay. So round 9. Let's check out the first matchup. That is Simuyu Daniel versus Paul Orlando Jr. So Paul Orlando needs a win.
Have you already won your game?
I'll try to win this. So this is a cracker. Let's take it from the beginning. Let's look at the opening. Let's see how they did this. So Orlando Paul is playing the white pieces and black is Simuyu Jaden. So, so we have, interesting. This is interesting. Are we even out of the books yet? Very interesting. So it's opening. Quite interesting. Bring out the queen early. This must be some prep. Yeah. So brought out the knight. Yep. He played the computer move. So it looks like prep. Prep is when you cooked this at home. So interesting choice. I like it. So he pushed that, G4, and he's daring him to castle on the king side. So he's trying to do a pawn storm. So let's see how Simuyu handles it. So he locks the position. Yeah, prudent. Gives the knight a square here, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, knight takes the square immediately. So how does he deal with it? Probably a reflex, bring out the other knight. Wow, they're making the computer moves. Why is that so obvious? Interesting, because the knight will be kicked out later by this pawn. So I guess this knight is a good one to go back. Interesting. What's going on? Is this the computer moves throughout? So are we in theory? So I'm the last. I'm not the very best opening prep theory. I normally make it simple, keep it simple in the opening. But this is so wild. This is beautiful. Okay, so sacks the pawn. So this pawn is hanging. Does it mean, because there are two, the knight and queen. Oops, without the mouse is a bit tricky. So the knight and queen are both attacking this. Can he touch it? Well, probably banking on a pin after that. But no, I think, does the computer like taking the pawn? Interesting. This is good stuff for analysis. That's both. That's quite interesting. Okay, let's see how. Okay, wants to undermine the pawn chain. Sensible. And the bar is still draw even, or I don't know if the machine is calculating, but it's still pretty even position. Wild, beautiful. I like it. Push knight out. Exchange, bring the queen out. So it's the fireworks is like a bit taken away with the exchanges, and now it has swung to black's favor. Very interesting. Just those two last moves have swung it to black's favor, and black is having an edge. So let's keep going. So we keep going. So knight out. Okay. Computer likes the taking of the pawn. Yeah, this is a pawn gone. This is a pawn gone. This looks quite mechanical. Okay, sorry. Takes that. Now, interesting. So how to take advantage? So there's something that was missed here. A castle. Interesting. So let's keep going. Okay. So Orlando has gotten out of the fix a bit. Let's keep going.
Okay, USB-C is working. I'm surprised. Is the sound? Let me just check. That should be really impressive because is the sound? Oh, let me see. No, the sound. So, guys, I thought you lost us completely. That's why, because my mic is blinking, like it's not connected. Okay, so the sound, but we lost video for a while, guys. So just bear with us for a moment. Yeah. I was seeing as if it wasn't, the sound was completely out. We've had a bit of an issue. I was quiet for a while, so my so we've had to make a slight change. But if you can hear us to some degree, allow us a few minutes. We are having a bit of a technical issue. It's hard to address it immediately. So bear with us as we try and change it and sort it out completely. It is an issue to do with, well, let me not tell you what it is to do with, but we're having a technical issue. So bear with us. As I wear the hat that my daughters chose for me, I gotten from Pastor Henry. So here we are. We will do what we can as you join us on Raising Church Champions in Africa. As long as you can hear what you're saying, we can, to some degree, do some commentary. So we will
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that outage. That was quite lengthy. We've fixed the problem. We've solved it. Could have solved it half an hour ago, but it is what it is. We are back now. And Mr. Majodo is asking us to look at Simiyu Jadon's game. Let's go ahead and do that actually. Let's do that right away. And Simiyu Jadon, I don't know that you've had a chance to look at all the games. So let's come back to Mugambi Christian versus Simiyu Jadon. Actually, if you've not looked at this game, I must apologize to everybody because this is one of the key matchups. This is one of the strongest categories in Kenya today. And so let's have a look at it. E4, C5, Sicilian defense. This was a couple of times before. Very interesting move by Simiyu Jadon. The opponent sort of theory. And we are at what looks like a lecture. Indeed it is. And so far, very professional game. What I am not sure about is this E5 move. This E5 move is a bit dubious to me. It's not a move I'd play routinely. Is that a mouse slip? No. Okay, so he's seen an attack, but the problem with that is it's not a mouse slip. A very nice, decent move. It's just and it's flashy. But net result, if you look at this is not a good move at all. It's not a good move because two things happen. The first thing is you moved, okay, the knights have moved twice, but you're moving your queen once, and white is getting this developing move for free. Queen, bishop e3. And in this place where you've castled opposite sides, that is significant. So you basically get an extra move for free, and that is definitely not good. And then the queen is now displaced, is playing on the queen side, and all the action is taken on the king side. So this is not a very pleasant position for black. It's not completely lost, but it's very, very difficult because the kinds of moves that are being threatened right now, there's a serious attack. The king side is going to be opened up, and it's very hard to defend. And then there's this backward pawn on d6, this one here, which is an open file. It can never be moved forward because that square has a perfect bind. If this knight goes out of this square, for example, the knight is chased away, then this square becomes very weak. Of course, not immediately. Let's say, for example, we were to play this pawn here. There, then the knight can move here, and it has a threat of coming here, so that has to be stopped first. But either way, that's Simiyu Jadon's game. Let's look at Paul Orlando. But guys, I wanted to bring in the chief one of the arbitration team members to tell us a bit about what I'd call the tiebreak system. Before they come in, I want to do a small adjustment so that we can see them clearly. So far, we've not done them great justice whenever they have come to see us. We've not had a very nice view for them. So I want to make a slight change this time. Just make sure that anybody coming in will be able to see us perfectly well, and we don't have to worry about. Please let me know how the sound is. As always, guys, let us know how the sound is so that we are on the same page. But what I'm trying to do right now and what I'm looking to do is to ensure that whoever is there can actually see, you can see the commentators a little bit better. Okay, that's what you're trying to do so that when we have a guest, at least there's better visibility, you can see them better. That's very important. And
I think it's important. At least to me, I think it's important. I hope it's important from your end also. So, and I want to bring one of the arbitration team members. So bear with me a little bit as I prepare this a little bit. We are preparing these things on. I'm told that's not supposed to happen like that, but yeah, we are going to do it. I think that setup looks fairly good. We will get there shortly. The game you're seeing is not the Shukri Shakira versus. It's not the correct game there. Let me just put the correct game as you look. A little bit. This is the game you're looking at right now live. My apologies.
Okay, guys. Please, we are joined now by one of our arbiters now. If he doesn't smell, I can't tell whether it's Michuki Francis or Michuki Christian. This is Michuki Christian. This is Francis.
Yes.
Goodness, who is the big boss?
Yes, it's me.
He's the big boss. So he's the head of the arbitration team. He's conducting arbitration for 7,000 plus. How many participants do you have in this event?
Okay, we have slightly above 7,000. Yes.
Okay, and it must be extremely challenging to get this thing running smoothly. So far, no major issues we've seen. Have there been any issues in the arbitration?
Okay, there have been challenges here and there. We can't rule out challenges in a competition of 7,000. Yeah, there have been challenges like importation of the input of results. We've had a few wrong results, but they've been addressed. We've also had major challenges, but these challenges are directed to the invitation because I think most of our participants, or rather those who registered for the participants, were not. They were not really keen with the invitation policies. So most of those things have caught some players off guard, and that's the major challenge we've had from parents, coaches, and teachers. And on our end, we have stood firm not to bend any regulations. So that's the major challenge. Of course, it has a backlash in itself, but we have to go by the regulations that are set. Yeah.
I have a very important call, but I'm streaming live right now, so I'm hoping they'll give me a chance. They'll text me if there's more important, then I'll see the text message. But Mr. Michuki,
yes,
please tell me if there is any particular highlight, like something, because parents are watching this, they're going to watch this even in times to come. So what message do you want to pass to people for future tournaments? What must they pay attention to? What are those areas you're going to stand firm on that they need to be aware of?
Okay, so I'd really like, when you're registering for events, it's very important for us to look at all the items in the invitation letter strictly, because these are the things that are going to affect the outcome of the results, and some of the things are going to fall back to you as a parent, as a coach, and even the player. So it's very important for us as coaches, parents, and teachers to actually follow the guidelines as per the invitation, because this is what guides the tournament and how it's going to actually pan out. So it's important for us to actually look at things word for word.
Yeah, I'm looking for specifics. Give us examples, very specifically. I know uniform was a big issue.
Yeah, uniform. Uniform has been a very big challenge, and also the other challenge that has been there is age. So we've had registrations that are directed to the wrong age category, and once this is obviously noted, we have to enforce the rules, which are disqualification of players. Which, of course, it's not in our interest to dent anybody's playing career or anything, but the rules that are set in place have to be followed, and on our part as arbiters, we have to actually ensure that we enforce them. So yeah, that's what we have been doing. It's been a challenge, of course. Not everybody is going to agree with the decisions, but all in all, we've actually had to enforce some really difficult decisions. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the other main reason I was asking you to join us was because we are looking to understand what the tiebreak system is.
The tiebreak. Okay, the tiebreak has 5 tiebreaks, and it's starting with the direct encounter. That means players who finish at the top and had met. That means they don't have maximum points. The player who won their particular game will
hold right there.
Yes.
When you start talking about direct encounter, then you talk about the next level. It means straight up, there is no playoff.
Yes, there's no playoff. The invitation was very clear. There was no playoff that was involved in the invitation letter. So we cannot put a playoff. So the players are just going to be, the tie is going to be broken with the computer tie breaks that are in place. Yes.
Okay. So that's the most important, guys. There are people who think that there's going to be a tiebreaker system that involves a playoff. Unfortunately, no. There is going to be simply the tiebreaker system that were in the invitation letter. And if you hear what Mr. Michuki is saying quite clearly, is that we as parents, organizers, coaches, we don't read all the details. in the invitation, and therefore we have certain issues that arise. So first and foremost, there are no playoffs, there's no second round. The winner of the event will be determined where there's a tie by a tiebreaker system. The first of that is head-to-head, where people with the same points, they must have played each other, all of them, not just two, all of them must play with each other, then they can be ranked based on that. If that's not enough, what is next?
If that is not enough, there's what we call the Buchels Part 1, which is the second tiebreak. And this tiebreak is where the result, there's one result that is going to be excluded of the opponent.
The list.
Yes, the list result of the opponent is going to be excluded. And after this, we have now yet another tiebreak if they are still tied at this point, which is the Buchels, that is just
includes all the players.
Yes, includes all the players. So there's no player who's been excluded from the tally. After this, we have the greater number of wins. First of all, with black. So we are just going to look at the player who has most wins with black, and finally the greatest number of wins in total. That's the final
Is there a possibility that they still a tie after that?
With these tie breaks, there's a really slim chance of that happening.
But if it were to happen, who must?
I'm put on the spotlight for that, but I don't foresee a situation where
that's going to
are
happen.
Going to be the same.
Okay.
The cut one, the Buchels, and
greater number of wins
with black and greater number of wins.
All the best. Thank you very much, Mr. Michiki. We have to let you get back to work. I know it's a very, very busy event. Thank you for taking time to just come and hang out with us here for a short while, because it's very important for guys to understand what it is that's going on and what it is that is being, how we are going to separate our players who are at the top. All the best, and wishing you the absolute best in the final parts of this event.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that's been Mr. Francis Michuki, the head of event, the whole event, really, all the arbiters that we have. Sorry guys, you're seeing me doing all these things on stream, but that's how authentic we are. And Frank Michuki is the one who's in charge of everything that we're seeing here today in terms of arbitration organization. And we are looking at the final round of the Kenya National Schools Chess Championship 2025, and there's a young lady here who, please come. She's feeling very shy. What category were you playing? Please have a seat here next to me. Have a seat, have a seat. What's your name, please? Talisa who? Which category were you playing?
Under 9 girls.
Under 9 girls. How did you fare?
I got 4 points.
4 points. Is it your first national championship?
Yes.
Was it tough?
No.
Okay, all the best, all the best. Say hi to all, and you can find yourself. You're gonna be posting your video, all these videos online. Your teachers and your classmates can see you participating in the national championship. Congratulations on your participation. All right?
Yes.
Great, great. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is us keeping track of this event, the Kenya National Chess Championship, Kenya National Schools Individual Chess Championship. Round 9, 2025, Mangu at Mangu High School. Mangu is one of the top schools in Kenya. Were it not for one school, it will be the top. But one of the top schools in Kenya. And we'll take some time to go around the games, see how the games are.
This is the game.
We are looking at right now. This is Shukri Shakira versus Elizabeth Cassidy versus Shukri Shakira. And just off the cuff looks like off the top of my head looks like Shukri is a little bit better with black. The time situation is fairly equal. Let's see how this game has gone. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6. This is the Rui Lopez, and we left with Brand Kidula after bishop to C5.
Generally very good
moves. Normally we expect in the Rui Lopez that there's going to be a certain kind of maneuver by, let's say, the knight. Maybe not in this position. I just show you something that may happen where this knight comes round. I'm just going to play a couple of moves. Now this can be played. And let's say this is played.
And
this knight comes back
with the idea that it's going to come to this square at the right time.
Okay.
And
And
the right time,
at the right time, let's say I move this. It's coming to this square with the
landing on
land
F5.
Five.
So this
So this kind of net is not typical for the real Lopez. Not, I think, the plan here. Actually, that happened. Oh, I didn't see that. So actually, the maneuver happened in the game. Okay, and we see the exact same thing that we are speaking about.
Very, very strong.
Very strong chess. You really have the real Lopez. You have to study the lines. There's no way around it. You have to study the lines. There's no way around it. This is where we are, and it does look like. Wow. So what would have happened if this? So you see the plan here. If you pick this,
if this knight is taken,
then if you take back, you straight up lose your bishop. Very interesting. Because this rook is undefended. You are forced to give out this extra bishop. This can be taken. Take back, and they just a piece down, literally, because you're not forced to take back that bishop.
The
reason why you can't take now this knight after the knight has been taken is this rook is hanging here, can be taken for free.
So
after this move, fortunately for white, they have this move here,
which is not impossible,
because
this pawn is pinned.
There's a bishop that is looking up that way, and so the move we'll be expecting after that is this move. Sorry, right there, blocking off the bishop. So let's actually play it, and then the queen can come back attacking this bishop. So here the options are few. Maybe pick this bishop as an option. Doesn't seem to work. But it's a bit complicated. Bishop, which is what is being recommended here by the computer.
To go back to your bishop,
and then we are looking at a situation where this can come back. I'm sure how that is, but this could fall. So it's all complicated. The computer is recommending after bishop back.
We give out
this bishop. Let's pick for example.
And
now actually white
because of this possible. Yes,
it's still tricky. Very tricky position. But the thing is that in position,
Cassidy had to
find and she didn't. Has to find.
She didn't find it. That was the only move.
She didn't find it. She played here. And now
that has been played.
White. So this is over. Actually, it's a rook. So
we are looking
at
the national champion.
I don't see a recovery after this. I don't see it. It'd be nice if the queen could come to this square. Like this. But it can't. But this move, if the queen could come here, because you simply pick the queen, picks back, it takes the rook, and it's lights out. Yeah, so this is over. This is over and done with. So let's look at other games. Orlando Paul has beaten Simiyu Baraka. Orlando wins with 9 out of 9. That's the champion. Congratulations, Paul. The game went as such. Very interesting line, actually. Very interesting line. Against the Karokan, which my daughter tells me everyone is playing now. Very interesting line. And this move is not a good move. This move, moving this pawn forward, it removes the pressure off the center and improves the attack on the king side, and also gives this knight this extra move, which is not something you wanted to do. Right?
And that just does lose a pawn.
It does lose a pawn, I think.
Does it not?
Oh, no, it doesn't actually. Oh, no, it doesn't actually. Oh, very tricky, guys. If you pick here,
look at that.
Check, and you lose your knight. Very tricky people. Okay. But now that is not possible.
And it has to be defended.
Defended. A fairly solid game. Not solid game actually, because everything has been flying all over. Disciplined game where the correct moves are played.
So it wasn't as
easy as it would appear that it was.
It's actually not been an
easy game at all.
So it's interesting to see
where the real loss of card, maybe here, because the light squares, there's a threat on this square. That's a checkmate threat. And you needed to have found the blundered checkmate in one. That's a checkmate. Yeah, that would be very painful. Okay, so Jamie Abora has also beaten Madenge Gichuga. That means Jamie should be the champion. An impossible position to get out of. We saw this earlier. The knight would like to pick this bishop, but if the knight picks this bishop, then this bishop picks the queen, and that is just as good as resigning. In this position, the compensation is not. But turns out that was actually what the best move was, according to the control. Because now the rook comes in. You can't take this rook because this is check. In fact, picking that knight is not necessary. You can even just play here check. When the king moves away, then this is checkmate. So the rook is fairly safe, and the threat is to take your queen, but a simple pawn move blocks that off, and now checkmate doesn't seem like it's avoidable. And definitely, the threat is very big.
Unfortunately for white,
for black, white doesn't have to respond to that threat, and the leader played h4. The pawn is protected, and king just moves away, and checkmate cannot be stopped.
You can try this move.
Because f6 as a square is defended, you must play back. Check, and you play up to checkmate this, and also the square ahead there. So this is the win that has been had by Jamie Obora. Let's look at Kagambi versus Agnes Mary, and in this position we are looking at let's see where we left this off. We sort of left it after Agnes had lost this piece, and we sort of felt that this position is not good. You are piece down without compensation. So Kagambi brought her pieces into the game, very disciplined play, improving the pieces. This is other than the lost piece. Unfortunately, the time allow. Jenna Tully, who has out of 8 versus Wayne John Jarumi. Jenna is the only person who can beat now Jamie Obora because he's on maximum, and this position doesn't look like it's winnable for black, save for an accident. Let's see how this game went. We've not looked at it from the beginning. E4.
Okay, so there's
an interesting line. Yeah, this people know their chess. These people know their chess, and they're playing correct moves. Children, of course, at some point. Getting the knight in, protecting the. Yeah, this is
quite concrete.
But that was an exchange. How was this recovered? not clear whether there was that exchange was lost, but now there's a check. Okay, so simple chess. What this knight is very strong, and what white has done is play safe, and that is the position as it is now. White has an extra pawn. It's very unlikely that black will win this position. That extra pawn is on the king side, on the queen side, and so this position looks very good for. Looks very good for white. This is Mugambi versus Ceremonial. So this position was quite bad for black, but after I'm not sure why this move was played. Okay, to get the queen back, of course. And then Jadon played queen to G2. Okay, still a good move. Remember, they don't have the engines that we have. They cannot see the best moves, but the engine does ask for this move. I think what they didn't like is this possibility. But then this move follows, and this is buried. And that's where the advantage lies. Basically, black is a piece down. The piece is on the board, but it's on this square. Literally, no way to make it breathe again. This piece is gone, done, and dusted. So in this position, we're looking at a situation where black has all pieces on the board, but one piece is not to be counted. This game is over, done, and dusted. That is probably what should have been done. But again, it's 1 hour versus 13 minutes. Very tough situation for Mugambi Christian. This is a game between Charlene Gadoni and Riziki Kuka. Both of these girls are on 8 out of 8. Let us see the situation. We are looking at an imbalanced position. The imbalance is bishop versus knight. In an endgame where all pieces look equal, it's not equal though, because it's a bishop versus knight. That is the imbalance that you're looking at. Very nice and principles.
It's not. The other piece.
But it's red because the light battery is running low. My daughter is reminding me that the light is red. But I think we still have sound. Let me just have a look at it. Robert Makligeo, this is Karibu Sana Robert. Please say something. There's some echo. Or there's some echo sound. Let me have a look at that, see how it sounds. Yeah, so I think I figured out the source of the echo. I hope that's the one. And that should mean that the echo should be out now. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, my daughter comes, tells me unfortunately she lost her game against Bella Nashipai. So all the best. How did the game go?
I was winning at some point and then she played check. So I was completely winning.
You missed the rook check?
Yeah. She played the exact moves you said. I was looking at all of them. Then I ended up with less than 20 minutes of the clock. But anyway, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Which one is winning?
Yeah, so my daughter is telling me she had a position where she was winning. Those are all finished. And she missed a check. And the check here lost a piece. So that's fathers and the coaches. The news is she's done well. She's done well, but it is what it is. We keep learning, we keep improving. They've given it the best shot. To be honest, Hera has not played chess for a year and a half. She hasn't practiced. She's literally come out of the house and come and played chess. She's finished on 7 out of 9. Yeah, so proud of the performance. Hopefully we'll get to study and improve. So we'll get back to the games as it is. The echo is gone. I'm happy for that. So we can come back and see. Yeah. Wow, these are crazy tactics. Yeah, this move was losing literally. So it's not a check, so bishop takes. If the bishop took here check, what happens? Let's say you can't play the king here because, yeah, this happens. And then this happens. Maybe even, no, castle probably not so good. Yeah, this is bad. Okay. So instead of that, they played this move. And black could easily have taken here, but it's not so easy because you allow this check. And that doesn't look like it's a good thing. So interesting. 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 Yeah, these children are very strong. Yeah, so a bit of losing a bit there for Charlie. Yeah, but here could she not go forward? No, maybe not. So yeah, this one is a little tricky because after this pin, now you're gonna run out of moves. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice move. Okay, if this happens, what happens? Oh, there's this move. Wow. Okay. So Rizifuka has a advantage here. Strong advantage. Okay, fine. Manyeki Nathaniel won. What is it, Hera? Let's see how this was played. Yeah, this is Sicilian Alapin C3, well known. Yeah, generally yeah, very solid. Yeah, professional play, professional game. Is over. Yeah, Nathaniel is a strong player. And Riziki Kuka has won against Shalim Gadoni. I think that pin was not good. Yeah, that was very nice endgame skill. Okay, so let's see what's happening in the other game. Agnes Kagambi is white. Kagambi seems to have increased her advantage. Let's see. We left it somewhere, I think. here, attacking, opening for the rook, which goes to the 7th rank, and it's very hard to do anything about that. Versus Tuli, we saw this a while back. White was piece up, but now it looks like White is completely winning. We left this at this position. Very nice professional move. Again, that exchange is a good idea. Now there are 2 pawns on the versus this 1 pawn, and it is not so easy for it's not so easy for. What happens if this is picked though? Aha, that pawn falls, and that cannot be stopped. Oh, very nice move. Very nice move. Very nice move. Look at that. Look at the tactics. You come here, you are trying to make a queen. You make a queen anyway, because that king is too far away. And this is of it. So you better make moves, and he's winning. So this game we've looked at already. And forgiving, I mean, Shukri doesn't stop. And, in this position, this bishop is hanging, this bishop is hanging, this knight is pinned. You are an exchange down. This is over. This is over. This is completely over. Let's see Simiu versus Christian. We'll after queen to g2. And they're playing very slowly actually. Yeah, that's... No, look at that. The move recommended by the engine is here. Of course, you can't pick this way. Okay. So, Kuka has won, Manyeki has won. We have 3-4 games going on, but in all these games, White is much better except for one where Shukri is much better, almost winning actually. So what did we see here last? This is going in position. This is Agnes. The rook had gone to the 7th rank. The other rook is coming. Very nice choice to pick this way, because when you pick this way, this looks like it can be attacked, and find it difficult getting your pieces to go back. So professional move, A takes, and a bit of time in and I'm hoping it's not something big. Yeah, so more exchanges are set up. Come in, and this is not good. Yeah, I would have implemented just the pieces, but it's fine. Yeah, this is over. This is all over, and that fork is following. It's not missed. That's coming right away, and that will resigns. That's what has been played. It's going to be resigns right now. I'm expecting black to resign immediately. Joe says Tuli, and Joe has a winning position. He's playing the best moves in the position, literally. So this king would want to stay next to this pawn, but he can't, because the moment he plays, let's say, move back, now you have to move away, and then this move happens, and this pawn falls. So this is an easy win. Okay, Shukri versus Cassidy. No, I'm expecting Shukri to take this pawn. That will hanging. Take this bishop. This is falling now. And then you have to save your bishop. How do you save it? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is not good. Okay. No letting up. Active move after active move. Yeah, all right. So let's go back to the what's happening. Yeah, this is almost lost. And Gambi is still thinking. 2 minutes. And still playing, but lost. Because yeah, that's reasonable. That is also reasonable. The one, there could be some remote hope, but technically it's also lost. There are people blocking the camera, they need to move away. They're blocking the sound. That's why you're getting stutters. See those guys standing next to in front of, like that guy wearing a Marvin, he's blocking the, yes. Maybe I'll ask the arbiter. Excuse me, sir. Please ask the gentleman there to move. Please ask the guy with the Marvin there, he's blocking the transmission. And Hera, you can move for me this, just move it where you are standing. Yeah, that's fine. That's why we are having, yeah. Yeah, so that should remove the echo. So guys, it's been a fairly lengthy stream. We'll let you enjoy and watch the remaining part. I be a father. I'll be back in a few. What do you mean you're completely winning? So, what do you mean by winning? What was better? Were you up with Kilo? So welcome back, guys. Joining us now is Angel Kagambi. Angel Kagambi is the Kenyan national under-17 ladies champion. Am I right, Angel?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about the tournament.
Okay, the tournament, it was fine, but like it reached like round 6. That's why it started becoming challenging because we meet tougher opponents. But because I was focused, I believed in myself and I played to my best.
Okay. Your father is a former national champion. He runs already chess ventures. His life revolves around chess. It's a really strong chess family.
Yes.
Do you do a lot of chess as a family generally?
Yes, we do practice most of the times. Yeah, like he shows me some lines. Yeah.
Has that helped?
Yeah, it does help. Plus,
It does help.
he also gives me like advice on what I'm supposed to do. Yeah.
Do you want to give secrets on how long you study on chess, or that is a very closely guarded secret?
Okay, it's not a secret, but it depends sometimes. Like if I'm like that day, I don't have I have to study sometimes, and then like in the morning hours I'll study. Then in the afternoon until at night I'll do my chess.
How many hours a day?
Maybe 6 or even 8 sometimes.
Hours, 8 hours a day on 8 hours.
Yeah.
What? You had it. That's what makes grandmasters. Some people get tired after studying 1 hour, they want to go and sleep. 8 hours a day. That's how you become. How many times a week?
Every day.
Chess. 8 hours a day, every day.
But like if let's say I've done like 6 days, like maybe one day I'll take a break and then I continue.
What about school days?
School days, it depends. Yeah.
All right. That's what it takes, guys. What's the plan? What's your vision? Where are you taking this? Why are you doing so much chess?
My dream, like in Go, like people usually see like ladies are weak players, like they underestimate them. Yes, some of them are good, but like they just underestimate them. So like my goal one day is to prove those people wrong and become a GM and be one of the most highest rated people.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. You heard it from her. But really what impresses me is not that she has won. You see her winning, you think she's just won. If you listen to the amount of work she's putting in chess, are you surprised that she has won? That is what it takes. Angel, thank you very much. You're an inspiration. I hope a lot of people will hear you, how much you're putting in your chess, and they just come and do the exact same thing. If you want to win against Angel, put in 9 hours because she's doing 8. If you put less than 8, well, it's up to you. Thank you, Angel. All the best and congratulations. That's Angel Kagambi, winner of the under 17 girls category, Kenya national champion. 6 to 8 hours a day on chess. That's what it takes. She works hard. Well deserved win. Congratulations. We have some 2 games running. We'll go back to that and see how the games are right now. We look at the game right now between Shukri and Cassidy. This game we sort of felt was almost ending, but we'll see whether that has happened. We see Shukri reaching there for a move. She has actually played it already. Let's see how this is progressed, how this went. Yeah, it's just a clean piece. And that's 2 pieces. I mean, just take the bishop. I mean, there is nothing that will force this knight to move. Really, it's not planning to. So this one is over. And what we're expecting is a complete win for Shukri Shakira. Congratulations to Shukri. It's not over yet, but it's also not likely that it's not over. So let's see what she played. I can see, yeah, this is over. Okay, let's yeah. And she's picked the pawn on e5. The move that has been played, I think, is h. A couple of moves have actually happened. I think I'm a little bit behind on the DGT board because the main board is showing me something different. Let's have a look. Closer look. Yeah, and we are seeing the queens are off. There is one rook versus two rooks, knight. Cassidy knows what's going on. This is over. This is completely over. The other rook comes and checkmate will follow in short order. So this one is done. Congratulations to Shukri Shakira. We can look at the other game. Only 2 games left in this position. The other game that we are waiting for is a game between Siniu Jedon and Christian Mugambi. We left it, I think, after this pick, a knight there. But the knight came anyway. And in this instance, of course, picking the knight is not a very easy move because when you pick the knight, what happens is you've opened up this file against your king, so the rook can come there. It's not an easy conversation. Calculate it, but it's what the computer says is the correct move. Expecting something like that. You can't see it showing the technologies. You are seeing the main screen. Shukri versus Cassidy. I'm expecting what you're seeing on the screen. Rook to c2 is what we're expecting right now. When you look at the time situation. No, okay. Very professional move that is being planned by Shukri. She wants to exchange the rooks. That's a simple plan that she has. But it's a winning plan. It's enough. No need to complicate anything. No need to complicate anything. King moves up. Or even rook goes up. Either you exchange. If you don't exchange, the rook is doubling. It's cutting off your king. Rooks have been doubled. That is the end of everything. And rook to c1 should be resigns. But Cassidy doesn't resign. She knows she is losing, but you can't imagine the emotions that's going through. The national championship was right there next to her, but a small blunder cost her the game. But she's playing a champion, Shukri. Now Shukri is going to bring the king up and corral the king. The check first, because the move that you really want to play, you may not be able to play king up. You played it, okay. That doesn't seem possible, but okay, let's see. King up. Now rook check on g2. But that allows the king to escape, because the king goes to g4. Now rook takes, pawn. Rook takes pawn is the way to go. Then rook d6. Or you can make it simpler. Just clear these pawns. Rook takes pawn it is. The next move that is coming is a very simple rook g5 check. Yeah. Keep the chess simple. Knight fork. Take the pawn on b2. Repetition number 1. Push the pawn forward to b5, b4. Is that not a checkmate in one move? That is a checkmate in one move. Rook to e2 is checkmate. Rook to e2 is checkmate. Rook to e2 is checkmate. Congratulations, Shukri. Shukri is the 2025 Kenya National Schools Individual Chess Championship. Sorry, please excuse me. Shukri Shakira is the 2025 Kenya National Individual Chess Championships champion. And we will now go to the last game, which is Jadon Simiyu versus Christian Mwamba Mugambi. Both are very, very strong players, playing the best they can. We'll invite Shukri over the next few minutes. Unbeaten, didn't drop a point, won all 9 games. She must have gained a couple of elo points. Very, very strong player. Cassidy is rated 18-12, very strong player as well. So here we go. So you're just on time to witness the resignation by Christian Mugambi, who has lost to Jadon Simiyu. This is the 15 Open. These very strong players. Jadon has finished the tournament unbeaten, winner of, yeah. We are happy to be joined by a beautiful lady. Please come. This is none other than Shukri Shakira, who's joining us very shortly. Hey, Shukri.
Hi.
Okay, so maybe we'll have a better camera actually. We'll have a better camera right now. So that is Dennis, who has taken the camera out. This is where we have been facilitated for. You can see the chest there. Now stand a chance. I should be. Congratulations. It works perfectly now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, sorry, I didn't realize how big I am. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Taking a moment. Let's see how big or how tall. The champion, Kenya national. How does it feel, Shukri?
Do I need to speak on this?
Yes, you definitely need to speak on this.
It feels nice, considering that all the games were like so tough.
All right. This is your first win.
No, I won under 14 last year.
Under 14. Yes. But for the individual schools, this is your very first.
Yes.
So how does it? I mean, I remember you've always been this close in these kinds of events. You are definitely one of the strongest ladies, not juniors, one of the strongest ladies in the country. But every so often something happens, because I've never really seen a game where you're behind losing. Have you ever been in a game where you're losing from the opening?
No. I think I struggle with that because, I don't know, I get tired. Like maybe round 1 to like 7, I've been playing very strong. Then the last rounds, I just don't know what I do.
Okay. So do you feel like this breaks the jinx and now you are up next, up there, you're going to do some crazy things to people?
Yeah, hopefully.
What's the plan? What's the vision? What are you hoping to achieve, chess-wise?
First, I want to join the Kenyan national team, then get a title. Then, yeah.
Grandmaster.
Okay, we can start slow, like WCM, then we go as
small steps.
Yeah.
Okay. Quite useful. Shukri, now, someone told me that you are actually an accomplished singer.
Yeah.
Drop us a bit. Okay, where can we find? Do you have a new hit, latest hit?
No, I've taken a break because of school and exams and chess and everything.
How much chess do you practice? With Angel, she told us she's practicing 6-7 hours a day. That's, yeah, it's okay. We had the same reaction. Okay. So what are you doing for this kind of performance?
Okay, I'm struggling with improving actually, but I try and do as much puzzles as I can, and I have physical training 3 times a week.
Gym, you mean? Physical training or physical on the body?
Physical on the body.
Okay,
yeah.
3 times a week. How many hours?
Like an hour. 4 times a week.
4 times a week.
And I just try to learn as much as I can.
And the puzzles, is it every day or just?
Yeah, I have to do every day.
How many puzzles?
50 puzzles a day.
50?
Yeah.
50?
Yes.
On what platform?
On Chess Tempo.
Every day without fail?
Yeah, because I have a streak going on. I can't lose the streak.
Okay, there is one person is doing 6 hours, another is doing 50 puzzles a day. You are there thinking you're going to crush them. How will you crush them if you don't put in the effort? Thank you very much, Shukri. Congratulations. It's been a joy watching you, and we are very happy for you. Well deserved win. It's a tough category. You might champion in that category. You are really tough. All the best. Congratulations. Okay. Next, joining us is yet another champion, Jadon. Jadon Simiyu is this champion. Hi, Jadon, how are you? Please have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody who has sat on this seat, you want to remember that name. Angel Kagambi, Shukri Shakira, and now the man, the myth, the mystery, Jadon Simeo. He's quite mysterious with his hoodie. I'm very glad today he's taken off the hoodie. And Jadon, congratulations.
Yeah, I feel good that I've won, obviously. It was quite a hard game. Like currently right now I have a headache. But I would say he took a little bit, like a lot of time. So like that's what contributed to him blundering. Yeah. So I knew that I should take advantage of that and just wait for him to blunder.
Which one was a blunder? If I just take us back for a moment and just look at which one would you say was a blunder by your good friend Mugambi Christian? You have to looking at your game. Maybe you need to show the people how the game ended because this is. Then you pick. You have an extra ready and you're already better in the position.
Yeah.
Take the bishop. I'll take the pawn and sorry, take the knight. Exchange the knight.
Yeah.
The idea of move.
G1. If he doesn't run away, win times h bishop. Yeah.
Okay. It happens. Basically, the game is over.
Yes.
So you go back, but really, such king and bishop, they'll choose the bishop to leave.
Yeah.
So, wow, you're sacrificing your rook.
Yeah, no, you have to end it in style, yeah.
So this is like possible. So what you're saying is you have to win chess in style and just give out the rook. And was the rook taken?
Yeah, it was.
And then what was your plan?
Just the king, because the h5 pawn, it's going. So first, like I played bishop h3 to
the h6, yes.
Bishop h6 to prevent
the king escape.
The king from running away. Yeah.
So the king, don't move.
Yeah.
Coming for you.
Yeah, the king is double over here, and there are no checks. So yeah.
And your final move, I'm guessing, was that
king
takes, and now the checkmate is complete. There is no escape.
Yeah.
Because you're basically threatening bishop anyway is a checkmate, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only thing that will stop it from being a checkmate is what? Queen here?
But still, it's losing.
Yeah, you take the queen and then come back.
Yeah.
You're saying no, doesn't work. Oh, this still. Oh, interesting. Checkmate is threatened. Wow, chess is hard. Okay, Jadon, congratulations on this. But you're not getting accustomed to winning. You've won like 15.
No. I think like me winning is sometimes just luck. Like sometimes I get into like lost positions completely. So I thank God for like giving me wisdom and peace of mind. Yeah.
What's the plan? What's your vision? What are you aiming for? And how old are you, by the way? Someone asked me that question today. I answered, but I'm checking with you that the answer was right.
Yeah, I'm 13 years old.
13 years old. So I got this right.
Yeah. My birthday was on February 16th this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be 13 for a long time.
No, 12 for a long time.
I had a bet with Gidinji. You'll be 13. You turned 13 in February.
Yeah.
So you'll be 13 for another year.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a bet with Gidinji.
Yeah.
The bet is that you'll be rated 2200 by the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm looking for an FM title.
Will you be 2200 by the end of the year?
Yeah.
Then I'm a bet riding on you.
Yeah, for sure. 2200, yeah.
And I even said maybe 2300.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How long do you practice? I was here with the Angel Kagambi. Angel Kagambi says she practices 6 hours a day. Shukri says she does 50 puzzles a day. What's your secret? Tell us. Guys, take notes.
So, like, I mostly do puzzles, like a lot of them, in order to like remember some kind of positions, yeah. So I don't miss any idea during the game. Then I like playing a lot of online chess, which makes me like remember these positions. Like you see, the game I've played today, I've gotten in that position thousands of times, so I knew what to do.
Interesting question. Let's just go back. Which position was new to you in this game? When was the new position? This far, I'm sure this is all.
Yeah.
This one up to here.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, you can keep going. A6. Yeah, then E5, yeah?
E5 must have been you.
Yeah, E5 was a blunder. I felt like it was a blunder.
Yeah, why?
But it seems the computer finds it okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a bad move as well because it creates a backward pawn in an open file. And then, like in the night of where you can, here already there's a bind, there's a C4. At this point, it's not a move before whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why the computer finds it's fine, but it is. And then this move I didn't like.
Oh, yeah, also me, yeah?
Because it takes.
Yeah, it helps me in development by.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Free bishop, and then now there's a lot of activity this side, and the queen has gone offside.
Yeah.
Going to holiday. All right, Jadon, congratulations. Please pass my regards to Mr. Singhu himself.
Okay.
And your brother Jerry, strong chess family this. And all the best. Looking forward, we are rooting for you.
Yeah.
Waiting for you to become national champion.
Yeah.
Maybe this year, actually. Yeah, okay, I'll be playing. So maybe wait until I stop playing chess.
Nah.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, Jadon.
Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah, thanks.
So, guys, that's been Jadon Simiyu, the Kenya national under 15 Open champion, and very soon he's already a top 20 player in Kenya, and definitely one of the top players in the country in the next few. So all the best, guys, to these young players. I think a lot of good is coming out of Kenya. We have been your presenter, Dr. Victor Ngani. Let me invite my beautiful daughters, Hera and Tello. Please come. Today I have not been the best dad. Tello, come. Hera, come. So, Taylor doesn't look so happy. You're looking at your face. Their face looks very sad. Why are you sad? Let me put this here. What's up? Yeah? Thirsty. Oh yeah, she's really thirsty, so I need to go do something about that. Ahera has not been playing chess for a year plus, but she exceeded expectations, had a decent position towards the end as well. But it is what it is. How's your tournament?
It was fair. Yeah, it was just fair.
Happy to be back?
Yeah.
What's your plan?
To practice and win.
So this is now me changing from a commentator to a dad. So a couple of players came here. They were indicating they study 36 hours a day. Others do 50 puzzles a day. What's your study regime like? Love you, daughters. You've been amazing, fantastic. I'm super proud of both of you. You've done your best.
I've been doing many games per day.
You're going to play many games per day?
That's what I've been doing, Pa.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing. So going to do a little bit more and get right in there. Sorry, guys, whenever I stream, then I don't really spend a lot of time with you guys. But it's also important for getting to know what's happening in chess. And look at your faces. Very soon we'll get to see what happens. In fact, I'm going to end this stream with one very important game. Recently, I played this young lady. So I'm going to show you that game before we come to an end. She crushed me. Let me do a spoiler there. She crushed me. I wasn't playing anything less than I'd play. The only difference is I had a minute. She had 10 minutes.
And you are 53 seconds.
You're on... Let me see. I was on 30 something, maybe 20. Full screen with small window. Let's see.
Playing just so slow.
That should be a video on its own.
That should be a video on its own. We'll make it a video on its own. But I know why you're saying that. We'll just look for the YouTube channel. And actually, guys, we should actually take some time and see who the champions are for all the categories. Then we bring it. Yes, Tello, let's do that. Just very quickly. Final ranking after round 9. We'll know who won under 9 girls. Amini Muhani won 8.5 Salia Mackenzie. They both won their games. Amini Muhani is a champion by tiebreak. Congratulations to her. Under 7 Open, we have Karugo Timothy Maina winning with 8.5. Under 9 girls, pairing is not yet done. Under 9 Open,
Under 9 girls.
under 9 girls, they haven't finished.
Under 9 girls are great.
They haven't finished. And the Zen Wright has won under 9 Open. Marc-Antoine comes second with 8. Under 11 girls, after round 9, wow, Wanjiru, Gishuga wins. Riley Matingi comes in second. I think this must have been a draw the last game, or both of them won, I'm not sure. Riley Matingi won, and Gishuga Wanjiru also won. Under 11 Open, we had not yet updated. Under 13 girls, after round 9, we have Riziki Kuka. This we knew already because we watched it live. Under 13 Open, not yet updated. Under 15 girls, you already know who has won. This is Shukri Shakira. We watched her win. Let's see where the other players. Hera finishes number 12 after a big absence. Good job, congratulations, well done. 9, Kaloki Zure, your tournament is not updated, Tello. And yeah, it's a decent performance. Out of, these were hundreds of players, by the way. This is the complete list has a total of, I think, 400
The
players.
last person has 5 points.
No, the last person has 4 points, which is very good. Is it 4 points? No, they don't have any points. But 400 out of 400 people, you finish 12th. Hera should smile, feel proud. In other places, this is enough to win, but it also happens sometimes that you don't win. So this is life. Don't worry about it. Under 15 Open, we already know the champion is Jadon Simiyu. No, this is a different category. Sorry, this is Gianni Tulli. How did that game end? Was he not losing? No, it's not. Is it updated? Tulli must have been losing in this position. So they drew. Whoa, that is quite surprising. Let's see. They drew, and that's quite surprising. So guys, I will let you go and look in our channel. I'll not show you the game. I had 8 before. So then what happened in the remaining games? Let's see how the round 9 games went. It's not updated. Not updated, okay. The result is not, it's not updated. So I don't expect you to have won. Someone else will have won. And Kagambi has won. And under 17 Open. No. Let's hope that everyone has been expecting a win on that game. Is over and done with. Guys, it's been a pleasure out with you. Please look for this particular channel, Raising Chess Champions in Africa, where we are streaming right now. Look for the Battle of the Champions, 20 versus 1 minute. Who's gonna win? It's a live where, let's see, you have to go to the channel here, view channel, and come to live here. This is where most of our videos are, not in the videos. The videos tab doesn't have most of our videos. The live tab does. And then I'll give you a snippet. This is the move, the one you should look at. And then just rewind a little bit. And turn on desktop audio a little bit here. Then give you guys the chance to.
You should just leave it for them there. Then we'll go and do it.
I should leave it for them?
Yeah.
I will. Let's see how it's showing. Let's see it's showing. Let's see how it's showing. Let's see. Guys, join me. Let's make this. You're extremely patched. Okay, just give it a moment. Give it a moment to tell all this. A moment. We'll give it a snippet. Just give it. Count until 120. Oh, this was the. So we restarted because the clock wasn't moving. I have a minute here, Stem. She's playing perfectly. I chose a line that, okay, this line is still fine. Those are still best moves. That's okay. That's fine. But that is not fine. Here now I made not the best move, but only if I can be punished. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna leave it here for you guys to leave you hanging. Figure out how the game went. Go and look at it yourselves, guys. We have been your presenters, Ariane Hera, Victor Ngani, Ariela Cello. Love you, sunshine. All the best, guys. Cheers. Please subscribe, share, support chess.
We have to cut off the king.